Welcome.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to Watching the Elite Live.
We're live, pal.
We are live indeed. Hello, everybody. I thank you for joining us again. This
Yes.
is Watching the Elite Live, the show where we talk about everything, all Elite Wrestling every week. We talk about everything they did, especially if we watched it.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think we watched all of it.
Did you watch that Road 2 thing?
Ooh.
Did you watch the bonus match?
Oh.
I even forgot what the bonus match is.
Yeah, you got me stumped here. I love
Hey,
it.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny Cliche, Emperor. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Everybody welcome.
TRS 1080,
Yes.
how's it going?
Good stuff. Good
Look,
stuff.
thank you so much for joining us again. But anyway, the whole point of this show is we want to hear from you. So we're going to go through topics, and sometimes we might move quickly. We can always pump the brakes, move back, and we can just talk about what you want to talk about.
Absolutely.
This week.
Yeah.
As long as it's all Elite Wrestling, we don't cover any other wrestling.
That's true.
We just watch that because it's like fun. That sounds about right, Johnny.
That's amazing. Having an argument with Shawna on Twitter.
Arguing with a wrestling journalist.
Yep. That's
I mean, I would probably be doing that too if I didn't.
That's true. That's true. We have a way to vent. Yeah. Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, we just say unnamed people.
Yeah, exactly. But should we? The bonus match was out. Nakazawa and Sabian. Oh man. Okay. Cool. Gotta go back and check that one out.
I have a hypothesis.
Okay. Go ahead.
Kip Sabian, regardless of the fact that he's wrestling Michael Nakazawa, will cheat a lot to win.
I think you may be onto something there. It seems to be like one of those things that he does a lot. So
he seems to cheat all the time.
Yeah,
but
he's a cheat boy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you know what? Let's just dive straight.
Okay.
Not off the side of the boat.
No.
Because you die.
We're back on land, which is exciting. Yeah.
Well, we're back on land by showing matches from previous week.
Sure. Yeah. Dark's a mixed bag.
as opposed to Tony Schiavone, who's definitely on a boat.
Yes, absolutely. Still in his wear, which is great.
All right, let's get into it. Boom.
AEW Dark.
That's a noise that happens.
I love it. Okay, so lately we've been structuring this with sort of what was your favorite match of the show?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually watched all of them.
Okay, great. Okay, so what did you think of Nyla and Shawna?
Super cool. This is the picture I got.
Okay. Okay. Great. She's back with the Goku gear, which is cool.
Yep. Yeah. The Super Saiyan look, awesome.
Yeah.
Really good match.
It was good. They lost the crowd a couple times just because I think the crowd got too much of a kick out of Shawna struggling to set the tables up.
Yeah.
There was sarcastic applause there at one point.
That's very ECW.
Bad. Yeah. Very ECW, but fun match. Little clunky at times, but I liked the story progression here. They're really building up Nyla. Joaquin was saying, like, I don't understand why a lot of this Nyla stuff's happening on Dark, and I was hypothesizing that this is just for the package. Turns out it wasn't necessarily for the package. It was just to juice her record to get her to the #1 spot.
Yeah. Also, of course, there should be more women's matches and segments on Dynamite, and we're actually getting there. We'll talk about that when we get to Dynamite. But they have to start doing storylines on Dark because Dark is going to be on TNT, and they're already starting to set those stories.
Yes.
Sure, it is the B show, but I would love for the B shows to have stories again. Stevie Night Heat.
Right. So
Raven.
Famously, Sunday Night Heat would have whole feuds going on.
Exactly.
A lot of X-Pac feuds just exclusively happening on that hour on MTV.
Yeah, and also it's just like we have a bunch of enhancement talent.
Yeah. Like
on AEW, and it's just like they're gonna lose when they're on Dynamite. So why don't we give them some wins on Dark?
Absolutely. But, I agree, Johnny. The Shanna, she really showed some fire.
It was cool.
Did you like the run-in at the end too? Like, again, we've said it before. We'll say it a million times. It's cool to know that people in AEW have friends.
Yeah, and that they work together, and if they don't, there's a reason for it.
Absolutely. So Sadie Gibbs comes out and makes the save at the end here, and she also goes through a table because Nyla's insane.
Yeah, I love that Nyla's doing a table gimmick.
Yes.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Maybe her and Sean Spears can hook up. The chairman and the table woman. Yeah, you know.
Book it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, cool match. So QT Marshall, Kip Sabian. As I was joking about the Nakazawa and Sabian match that I haven't seen, Kip Sabian had to cheat a lot. Well, maybe he didn't have to, but Kip Sabian cheated a lot to beat QT Marshall.
So I was surprised. I have my original note here was like, boy, they gave QT a lot, and I don't understand why he needed to cheat to win. But clearly they're just trying to set up for the fact that like Kip doesn't even need to cheat to win. He just likes to cheat.
Yeah, he is cheating a lot, and it's great. I can't wait to see Penelope Ford in some matches too.
Yeah, I mean, we've had one, I think, so far, right?
Yeah, it's very silly because Penelope Ford is like probably one of the best women's wrestlers on their roster. Like, famously had a great match with like KTB and GCW.
And apparently the intergender dark match from the Cruise was also incredible, and I guess Penelope Ford had a great showing against like Kenny Omega. Yeah,
Penelope Ford's awesome. Yeah, really fun. QT catching that crossbody and going to that suplex.
Yes,
is dope. I love that the AEW announcers actually like each other.
Yeah, absolutely. They're friendly to make fun of each other.
Yeah, and this was a match for it where it's just like they like, why is it called the QT Special? Because they had to name it. It's like, it's so ugly they had to name it after the guy who invented it.
It's very good.
Oh, you mean the thing where it doesn't know where he looks like he's gonna land?
Right,
like,
right.
It's very good.
I would agree. Chat, they're saying that they're big fans of Kip Sabian's entrance, which I actually his entrance theme as well. I agree, fits his character. I do like he also kind of has an overproduced, almost WWE style entrance where he kind of does his posing and he hits his beats. And
he really hits his beats.
It fits the character well, though.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoy.
Yeah, it's very cool. I think Kip Sabian has a very high ceiling in the company.
Absolutely. Here's a question for you and maybe everyone in the chat here. Is QT Marshall the best Apple-themed wrestler since Carlito?
If they book Carlito for a match with him just for the
just
for fun,
yes,
I'm there.
That's a good pre-show match for like a big pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's just like QT Marshall Open Challenge.
Yeah,
where he just gets beat up every week, and then he finally gets like Carlito, and then he gets beat up a lot.
I would love to see that. That would be pretty great.
He's never allowed to win his Open Challenge.
Yes.
It's good stuff. All right, moving on to Dark Order, Sonny Kiss, Brandon Cutler. This is exactly what this match had to be. Dark Order needed a decisive win, and I really liked, number one, Brandon Cutler rolls a 2.
Yes.
On the D20.
Probably why he didn't get in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, low roll.
I mean, he didn't even get tag in.
No. Well, his AC was too low.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. Like, they needed that win, and also it was like, they're just like, hey, we're not going to hurt you, buddy.
Which, to me, that's the interesting part, is that they showed no sort of aggression towards him at all. They're clearly, we're continuing the story that they're courting Brandon Cutler. This is a very bold choice for a match like this. I mean, obviously, you can do this kind of stuff on Dark, but it's really cool. It's like, let Sonny Kiss, he's in the entire match, gets completely dominated, and, Dark Order comes out looking great. Cutler's in a weird position now. It's like, did he do it on purpose? Did he not? It's not like Sonny ever actually tried to make a tag.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's a really curious match.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I love that they're just like, this is great storytelling and wrestling in a way that we haven't seen in a really long time.
Absolutely.
So, who would have thought, huh?
Yeah.
Dark Order, Brandon Cutler, super compelling story.
They figured it out on Dark and with the Dark Order. You know, it's where, Johnny, you seem to be as positive about this show as we were, which is a good sign going into Dynamite, or before Dynamite.
Exactly. Yeah, we got a couple more things to cover. So, episode of BT the morning after, covering Hangman Page's waking up with the belt reflecting in his eyes because he forgot to close the curtains.
Amazing.
Really fun stuff. We got the return of Merch Freak.
Yes.
That's good stuff. But I think the most important segment on Dark is the Dark Order segment. On BT is the Dark Order segment, where clearly someone has tried to leave the Dark Order. Someone came in, did their Dark Order bit, and they're done.
Yeah.
And now they've got Evil Uno in their yard.
I wonder if that's the random third different colored mask that was in the ring during the Chris Daniels beatdown.
Yeah. Or could it be our friend who doesn't like to punch people very much?
Oh, could be. Could be.
Just
very well could be.
Very interesting stuff there. I'm just going to go back to my notes real quick.
Johnny, definitely check out this episode of BTE. For me, the highlight was Hangman, again, the best actor of the bunch. Yeah. Just at that moment where he's just like, I don't feel different. Yeah. I thought it would feel different.
Yeah.
He won the title. I'm assuming, I think this is his first major championship.
Yeah.
Outside of a 6-man belt in New Japan.
Oh, yeah, I probably love that 6-man belt.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's a never open weight 6-man belt. I mean, it's
very
prestigious title.
Yeah, exactly.
Other stuff that happened on this BTE. Number one, there was a Benihana on the boat.
Well, I mean, we missed out, Frank.
Yeah. Also, that roadie for Fozzy wearing the Mr. Cool Ice shirt.
Oh my god.
My favorite internet tattoo anomaly.
Incredible.
Good stuff. No Brandon on the boat though. Where's Brandon?
Where's Brandon?
Where's
Interesting.
Brandon? But yeah, it's the dumbest merch freak segment I've ever seen.
I mean, I think that now they're leaning into it. They're leaning into how stupid it is, which is great. And they clearly, I have a feeling that they just found a part of the beach where it looked like you were walking on water.
Exactly.
Like, oh, we've got to do this bit.
Yeah, we got to do this stupid bit.
Absolutely, yeah. And they did deal with the air puncher already. They had a video where they were kicking him out of the out of the Dark Order.
But maybe
he's going to try to come back in. I don't know.
Oh, Sammy's vlogs. I haven't caught them yet. I know he did the tank invasion of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I've tried with Sammy's vlogs. I think my problem with Sammy's vlogs is that
he's two Paul brothers.
He's so good at doing the bit that I'm watching an obnoxious vlog at that point, and then what am I even doing?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I
don't, you know, more power to you.
I want to check out the boat stuff.
Yeah.
I want to check out the invasion of the Rumble.
Yeah. I do like enjoying it when there's direct crossover. I think I was a couple months ago, there was a great episode of Sammy's vlog where we actually got to see his perspective of when Cody called him out for being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when Marco steals the camera on a BT, and then you get the Marco perspective on the Sammy vlog.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's the good stuff. I need to catch up on that. But there was another video. Which is Brandy's therapy session.
Oh my god, this video.
Okay, I want to know your thoughts.
To me, this completely recontextualizes not only Nightmare Collective but her entire character.
Yeah,
I'm really confident that this is all going to tie back to that figure skating video, where she is afraid, to allow herself to succeed because she might fail. Yeah, and there's some psychological stuff going on here where she's building this thing around herself. That maybe, I don't know if they're going to go this direction, but maybe it's bad on purpose so that then she doesn't have to succeed. I don't know if they're going to go that direction, but...
I don't think it was ever meant to be bad, but I wonder if they're having to speed run things a little bit now. Because people just they were saying, why are there all these goth stables?
Right.
Why are there so many goths on TV in 2020?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good question. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I will wait for Dark next week.
I want no spoilers for Dark if you can.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. Oh, Marco singing with Fozzy. Marco got.
That was on the Same As You the vlog.
Yeah,
I will definitely watch that vlog.
Also, it's he gets his own show next year on the cruise.
That's amazing. I heard that news.
Marco Stunt said he had the best week of his life, and I'm just no one deserves it more than him, man. Yeah. Remember, you weren't there when he broke his leg in front of us.
I did not. Yeah.
Yeah,
thankfully. Yeah,
we got to see him and Eli have a bad time at a wrestling
match.
We saw the rise of him through GCW and get this injury.
Yeah.
And then get signed by AEW. Fans kind of rebel against him. Yeah. Gets embraced by the fans, and now he's a fucking rock star. Yeah.
Well, he first came on my radar with the Brian Alvarez feud. Sir Alvarez versus the Fight and Stunt family, which was really good. Mostly because Alvarez would sell it on the show in character, which I really enjoyed.
It's so good. Yeah. But he's finally dropped it a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
He's
just proud of him.
Yeah, he's proud of Marco.
Genuinely proud of Marco Stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
gotta stay off that Twitter sometimes, Johnny.
Yeah.
You gotta look out.
This Brandy bit I think is really good. I'm excited for where they're going now.
Yes.
And once again, the YouTube comments are just like us. Put it on Dynamite.
I know. Although again, this is something that actually feels native to YouTube.
I know it feels like it's good there. This could be a 30-second segment, but I would change very, very little about this episode of Dynamite anyway.
Yes.
It's so well paced.
And it has plenty of promo work.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
All right.
Opening segment, Jon Moxley promo, Chris Jericho.
We got the hard sell a month out from the pay-per-view.
1 month out. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
You know what? Can't wait to buy it.
Absolutely.
I'm putting it on my calendar.
We'll go halvesies on that
one.
We'll
go halvesies
on that one. All right. That's how you do it, guys. It's not that expensive. Yeah. You split it with a friend.
Or use a VPN so you buy it cheaper in another country. But you're still buying it.
You're still buying it. That's a buy.
No, I'll spend the $50 on Bleacher Report Live. I want TNT to be happy with my boys.
Yeah. So this promo, Mox some great lines I'm no hero, bringing up Jericho's past, going all the way back to WCW days.
Yeah.
Mentions the Shawn Michaels feud where he accidentally punched Jericho's wife.
Yeah.
Some serious heat here. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Dean had to defeat the Watchhounds.
And he did.
And he did, because he's a great promo. It was it started a little slow the first quarter, and then he just gets in a groove, and then he's because he hasn't done something like
Absolutely,
this really.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to because this is just the thing that AEW said it wasn't going to do, which is opening in-ring promos.
Right.
But like, how could you not if you have like a Jericho and Jon Moxley there?
Well, absolutely, and I think it's okay when it's appropriate. And also, it's not like this promo. I mean, now when I say this, it'll turn out it actually did. This didn't feel like it went 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't go 20. It went like 15 maybe.
Yeah, but it was the full segment with the pull apart.
Everything. It was great. It was punchy. The promo was so good. Like at the start, I was like, "Oh, what chance? Like for Mox, really? Like, like where these fucking people come from?"
Yeah.
Big crowd too tonight. It looked great on camera.
Chat, what did you guys think of when the Inner Circle comes out? We now have an NWO style Inner Circle when they come out to the ring.
Okay, their song sounds like the NWO song merged with the Evolution theme.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty
and
good.
Also, okay, so they have goons now.
Yeah, and then JR responds, "Well, what the hell's a who to who?"
I was dying. Okay, so I'm just like, well, how are they going to pay off the fact that there are these goons here? These are just people for Jon Moxley to beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Then he just DDTs Ortiz
and
a security guard. All those guys unscathed.
They're just dudes.
Why are they there?
They're
they did not need to be there.
I
thought they were just gonna be fodder for Mox because I'm just like, oh great, send them out. Then they didn't use the fodder.
Yeah, it was a little strange. Chad, I don't know what you thought. But I thought
that's a hat on a hat.
Yes, this segment started off strong. The middle was great. Kind of petered out. I don't think they quite.
I like Trill MC, whoever this guy is with his big coat and stuff in the middle. That
absolutely, yeah.
He's got a good look. The other guy like waving to the audience on the side though. That's interesting.
Emperor, home of the Vikings. Yeah, that was mentioned about 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Really selling that one. I wonder if it's part of the deal. Like, oh, you can come to the university. We'll give you a discount. And you can, you have to mention the name of the school's mascot.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So
really, not a fan of the song guy. Wow. Okay. All right. I think it's dumb fun.
Yeah. It sounds a little too much like the Evolution theme.
It
for
does.
me.
Okay.
But you know, Fozzy sounds a bit like every band from that period of time.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
So this is like WCW Dean Ambrose.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like super fun when you give like a guy who's super talented and really charismatic free reign. I mean, that's where WCW thrived.
Absolutely.
Where it's just like, hey, here's a less tightly produced version of this where you can kind of just go and do your thing. That's why the mid card was so good.
Yeah.
There's not paying attention to Jericho, so we can just like have a crazy feud with Dean Malenko.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. You know, Johnny, I at first I was like, oh, I'm wondering who they're going to send out to save Moxley, but it's like I don't quite think that's the character yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have friends.
He has to be a loner. Yeah.
Yeah, like because like there were so many people there. I'm just like, are they going to do like a 10 versus 10 tag or something?
Something huge.
Something insane. Just like something very AEW with this.
Right.
Which is just like, we're going to have a 20-man main event and it's coming up to...
Well, they pulled back on that. I mean, one of our big criticisms of the first, 4 weeks of AEW Dynamite was that always...
I mean, we got big beatdown this week, too.
Fair enough.
Which I'm calling the AEW beatdown.
Very nice. Very nice. It felt a little more restrained this time, I'll say.
It was like a bit... they held back a little bit. So, Jericho's sparkly jacket...
Oh, I need one.
Saying that it's just like, because you're stupid.
Yes.
Like, just great. The crowd... singing along with the song, and so Chris Jericho just heals on them.
That's great
because they don't know all the lyrics; they only know like the start.
He's like a puppet master.
It was a delight. What a fun opening segment. God,
this is the segment I've been waiting
what
for.
the hell
for
is
weeks.
a hootie?
No, I love this segment.
Okay, so
this little video package.
In canon,
yep,
Butcher and the Blade are actual butchers, and they have. Yep. And they have a woman there who holds a knife. Yeah. She's not an actual butcher though.
No, she's
just there.
She's a hangers on.
She's just vibing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's just like, hey guys, what do you want to do today? They're just like, we're gonna do our job, our day-to-day job. We're butchers.
We're gonna dress this cow.
And she's like, cool. Well, I guess I'll just like stand here.
Yeah.
Wait for MJF.
Maybe she's the front of house. You know what I mean? Maybe she welcomes you in, like, oh, what can I get for you? You need a brujol? Like, what are you looking for? You know, some prosciutto, some capicola. Like, what are we trying to do?
She's definitely gonna upsell me like some duck eggs.
I think
it's
so.
like McCall's.
Dude, yeah, you can't. This place is lousy with duck eggs.
Yeah. So I really dug how this was shot. I thought it was really fun.
A lot of very interestingly shot segments this week.
Yeah. This is the type of backstage stuff that I want to see.
Yes. It's that hybrid, like, WWE Lucha Underground style.
Yeah.
It's not full theatrical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the idea is that MJF wanted us to see this.
Yes.
So I'm like, what's the other layer? What's the other layer to this arrangement? Because now it's like he's leaning into it. I want you to see this video.
Yeah.
Also, he's a great fucking actor.
MJF?
Yeah, where he like flips the sign and everything. I'm just like, I I have so much fun watching wrestling right now.
Yeah.
It's really easy to be a wrestling fan right now.
Well, there's so many young guys like an MJF, like a Hangman. They really have something.
So, okay, a friend of mine, you might have met her, Anna from New Zealand.
Briefly. Yes.
Watches wrestling.
Yeah.
Has completely flipped to AEW, even though they don't even have a New Zealand TV deal.
Wow. Just like through like the watch wrestling and such. And
did like I was like, hey, you watch the Rumble?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll catch the highlights later. I'm just like watching AEW now. It's what she has time for. She's like, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Because she was like Attitude Era, and she likes like the Val Venuses and the Godfathers and like the fun wrestlers, and like even like the '90s like fun stuff like Diesel and all that. Like that was her wheelhouse. And she's like, no, I'm just watching AEW. And I was like, well, I watched Rumble. It's great. You should watch it.
The Rumble was very good. Yeah.
But it's like this is the stuff I think that can bring in a lapsed fan or get people to switch. Yeah. Like that's why I bring it up at this point.
Hold on really quickly, Johnny. Yeah. I actually love this theme, this theory, basically saying that they need to cut some kind of Butcher and Blade need to cut some kind of promo that the reason that Butcher and Blade aren't as effective is because MJF isn't paying them enough.
Yeah,
that would be a nice little twist.
I like it. I love that they're hired guns.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different flavor.
This whole thing unfolded great. Mm-hmm. Where like number one, MJF on commentary,
wonderful stuff.
Fantastic, because he's a heel who puts over his opponents really effectively. They tried to kill me.
Yeah, like they threw him in the pool, left him to die.
They tried to kill me.
Yep.
So he's like, it's just so smart.
Oh, and he puts over Butcher and Blade's trainers. Which is great. Oh shit! Now I'm gonna blank.
As Les Thatcher,
and
Josh Barnett.
Thank you very much.
JR's former commentary partner.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a bunch of great stuff like in this segment, like with MJF. But at the end, when they lose, he's just like, yeah, but you know what? They tuned him up. And then when they go on attack, he's like, that's what I pay them for.
Yes, absolutely.
It's fantastic. But where's the money coming from? Is he fake money?
Ooh.
Are we gonna
get bankrolled?
Is MJF gonna be wearing a cartoon barrel in like a few months if he loses to Cody? Like
a Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, he's wearing the Cracker Barrel.
I'd love to see that. Might be working
also,
at a Cracker
in the
Barrel.
picture, MJF wiping his ass with a fan scarf.
So he did a whole bit of business. He went around. He made fun of. There was a fan in the audience who was pretending to be a homeless man looking for change.
Yeah, he tore up a dollar bill and slapped him.
Then he stole someone's scarf. He tried to make a woman in the front row kiss the ring, but then the boyfriend did. Yeah. And then JR was like, "Oh God, some people. God damn it."
Oh, you were on the.
I was on the Fight TV feed.
Yeah, the Fight TV feed. I was on the Sling TV this week.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be on the Fight one next. I need to work out if I can scrub through the video, like if I start it late.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I've been watching it like live.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So this is great.
What'd you think of this match? Young Bucks, Butcher and the Blade.
It was super fast and super fun.
Yep.
But the most when they lose, how much did you give them from Schiavone? Mwah.
Good stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But this is the most important part of the match.
Oh my God. The hold my beer lariat.
The hold my beer lariat. Oh my God.
This is one of those things where it's, I think like,
look at this delighted man in the bottom right hand corner.
So
that's me. That's me watching this. I was like, you fucking kidding? He's still helping him. He's still helping them, even though he's a big old piece of shit.
This is one of those things where it can't happen these days because like culture moves too fast. We have very short memories. But a moment like this, like in the Attitude Era, this is one of those things that would become mythologized in our minds and be played over and over again. Hangman comes out, he hands the beer, does the thing, walks away.
There's 2 of them this week.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and again, this Hangman stuff is just. He's incredible. You're absolutely right, Johnny. He steals. I mean, like he does every week.
Yeah, steals the show.
So over.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Chat. What did everyone else think of the match?
Yeah,
I want to know.
I want to know what everybody else thinks. I also want to know. They can't turn him heel. No. He's the second most over babyface in the maybe third behind Darby Allin. Like it's Cody and then Hangman and Darby at 2, and it's really close.
Making stars.
Yeah.
Just making stars. It's so fun. It's so fun. I really do.
And it furthers the story, and it also they're going to double up on the story during the promo later on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
holy shit.
I used this because I wanted to zoom and enhance. I wanted to CSI.
I had that note. I was like, enhance. Yeah.
I tried and I couldn't read a whole lot on it.
So they
said it was a scouting.
Excalibur speculates. So I'm assuming that's Kip Sabian's.
They said it is.
Oh, it absolutely is. Okay, so that's Kip Sabian's moveset then.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
That's just
great.
A scouting report. So interesting stuff going on in this match.
Yes.
Let me just get to it.
Yeah.
Am I slightly out of order?
Oh, I think we jumped ahead. I think we skipped the Nyla Rose match.
Oh, let's go there.
Okay,
then.
cool. Yeah, we'll jump ahead right.
Yeah,
right,
this is the screenshot.
Hey, you know what? It happens.
The babyface flurry from Big Swole, fantastic. Those big kicks and everything.
Well, I was worried when she came out because she didn't get really any reaction.
And then she was getting chance.
Exactly. By the end of the match, her offense doesn't always work. I think she's got some time to still grow, especially like sort of connective tissue. But when she lays in those kicks, the crowd pops every time. Yeah.
This is a really great match. Nyla Rose I'm number one, super glad that Nyla Rose's suspension is over because Nyla Rose clearly immediately gets better with more matches.
Yeah. Oh yes, 100%. When she's coming into her own, she's working her pace. Yeah. Right. She's not trying to do anything that she can't do.
Yeah. She is wonderful. Yeah. Like the dark match with Shanna. This match, fantastic. Nyla's really holding up her end of the bargain. Yeah. It's super fun match. Correct finish too. But so we're going up. It's gonna be Nyla and Rio again.
That's what it seems like we're building to.
Where and we Britt Baker asked this question later. Where's Rio?
That's a good question.
And that's the only reason why I'm worried.
How will Rio once again defeat? JR referred to her as the mastodonic female. Mastodonic. JR, you might not always say people's names right, like Matthew Jacob Friedman.
I mean, but okay.
You think that was
conspiracy theory time. Okay. That's just a seed for the Baker promo.
Oh, that's just a seed for the Baker leaning into it.
Yeah, but
okay.
Back to this business.
Okay, back to this business.
Back to this business. So Arn Anderson, Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford actually get under his skin.
They do. Well, again,
the coach is thrown off.
Yeah, well, Johnny mentions that, he didn't have a very good scouting report if he didn't know to keep an eye on Penelope Ford. Yeah. I think he was a little off this whole match. I wonder if maybe they're going to move away from... It seems a little early to do that, but...
So, the thing in the title card, I was just because, I've been asking kind of why they've been doing this. Yeah. And then in, Cody's, nameplate, hasn't lost a match since Arn Anderson came on board. Yep. I'm like, okay. Yeah. But... what happens the first time he does lose a match?
Or what happens if Arn Anderson costs him a match?
I'm very, very, very curious. Yeah. And once again, Kip Sabian had to beat QT Marshall with the cheats. It's a very
yeah. But this was wonderful, wonderful Kip Sabian stuff here. Really healing it up.
Yeah, they're great.
I thought he missed an opportunity. He sold that fake injury, kind of Bret Harted Cody a little bit, but then. I thought that the DDT wasn't quite the right move off of that.
However, these are evil people.
Yes.
Says JR.
JR's other line. Cody's down, Sabian's kissing, and we ain't going nowhere.
And just such a fucking delight.
Oh, man.
It's so fun. Yeah. It's so funny.
That's disappointing to hear about the Cleveland crowd. We're going to get into that, but that sucks.
Well, hopefully they just call him out over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Insatiable with athleticism and involvement.
JR also busts out that old chestnut. She's a Jezebel.
Yeah, this is Jezebel.
He does 2 Jezebels tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. This is the dustiest of dusty matches.
Oh, I have it. This is I have it right here. It's the 10-minute version of the Cody Rhodes fuckery match.
Oh yeah, it's all the Cody bullshit. But Kip Sabian, there's a build to it. It doesn't just happen for no reason. Yep. Really fun match. Yes. And I love at the end where he just crossroads the shit out of Kip Sabian.
3 times.
He just murders him.
Well, I think he's sending a message right to MJF. He's saying, even on my own, I'm dominant. I can win.
Yeah. However,
the floor is yours, Frank.
Okay. I tweeted this.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it again.
Yep.
We gotta keep Joey Janela safe.
Okay.
Because National Treasure 3 is coming out. Nic Cage is gonna steal him.
That's good synergy, though. That's cross-marketing.
That man is a gem. He is a national treasure. This is so fucking funny. This is what you do with Joey Janela. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's
when he just fades away, just flips him off. Yeah. It's so good.
He's not a comedy character, but he is like a Pan-esque. He's like a Loki-esque trickster.
Yeah. He's Bugs Bunny covered in barbed wire.
I like that. Yes.
This is so great. Yeah. This with the Hold My Beer Hangman
This is your other moment.
Yeah, this is my other like.
Oh, I was gonna go with the belt plates, but okay, that works too.
Oh, that's just a great promo.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that he could. I mean, we'll get there, but this was very fun. Furthered 2 angles in the same match.
Yep.
That's AEW's like.
That's their thing. Multiple angles, same match.
Yeah.
And I can understand why. I'm just reading again, getting caught up with the chat. I can see why some people might not like the sort of JR Tony old man shtick. I very much like that kind of thing, but like, maybe I don't know. Maybe we're just in love with the nostalgia.
Here's the thing. At the start, so first show JR, awesome.
Yeah.
Second show JR, kind of faltering, getting names wrong, kind of stumbling. I think he's really hitting his stride right now.
Yeah.
Was this Tony's best work tonight? No, really. Him and Excalibur weren't actually there as much again.
Yeah. But
I'm okay with the booth, but I would love to see a Golden Boy in the mix now.
I think that third spot, like I like Tony definitely as the sort of like in-ring interview guy. Yeah. I think that's 100% his best role. Like with this promo
it's just like it's the best commentary he's done since, the late 90s.
Absolutely.
Like, it's been 20 years since Tony Schiavone's been this good.
But I do
had this good material to work with.
His seat should be a rotating seat. I'd like maybe 4, like every other week we should get a different person.
Yeah, I would love to see, I mean, like Taz is just going to be the permanent dark announcer, which is Excalibur now. Yeah. But I want me some Golden Boy.
Golden Boy would be cool.
He keeps on tweeting about WWE stuff. I'm getting nervous.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like.
Stay away from my Golden Boy.
Yeah, because he's great, and I feel like, okay, we're establishing AEW with like the legacy of wrestling.
Yes,
we've got these legacy characters around, and it would be great just like rotate in like a fresher voice who can drop some Moro style references for the kids.
Sure, absolutely, yeah, or some really esoteric references for no one, which Excalibur also does. Yeah, for this guy. Yeah. God damn it.
And also, to catch you curious, hello. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
This right here, goals.
Yes, wonderful. Wonderful stuff.
All right, so live mic to Britt Baker again.
But
great.
I really enjoyed this.
There was no stumbling.
I was terrified when they started chanting for Pittsburgh or saying Pittsburgh sucks.
Yeah.
And she didn't react. I was like, oh no, she's just going to try to steamroll over the crowd. But she won. Yeah. She beat them.
Yeah, she did. They tapped out.
Yeah, they gave up.
Her taking the mic from Tony. Great. Her healing on JR for Matthew Jacob Friedman.
Yeah.
That's why I think it was a seed.
Okay, but JR is a sloppy barbecue salesman.
He is a sloppy barbecue salesman.
Yeah.
Daniel wants to get it on the commentary. Hell yeah.
That's great. I've maintained since I had it as my finisher for my EFED character.
Yes.
When I was an EFED wrestling guy in like the early 2000s, What a Maneuver would be a fantastic finisher name.
Oh my god.
So you hit it and they go, what a maneuver! It'd be great.
Oh my god.
That one's free. Anyone can take that. Any indie wrestler out there.
Just send us the tape.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So Britt healing on Tony's oral health.
God damn it. The gingivitis.
Yeah, and also it's like JR just calls me a dentist, talking about how I'm a dentist every week. All good stuff. I thought this went really well.
Yeah.
Also, we shouldn't be celebrating this. We shouldn't have to celebrate this. Second women's segment on the show.
Yeah, which is nice.
That's kind of, we need 2 or 3.
Well,
let's, yeah.
You know what this segment's are begging for, though?
What?
Is a follow-up video package where we go with Tony to the dentist office.
Yeah. And they're
right? Am I crazy?
And they like put him under, and then all of a sudden Evil Uno leans over him and like starts pulling out his teeth. Oh, I forgot about the joke on Dark, where they, for the Dark Order match against Sonny Kiss and Brandon Cutler, where like JR's like, that voice sounds familiar. Is that Ole Anderson? That's a joke I made last week.
You absolutely did.
It's gonna shock the world.
That's a good gag.
Shockmaster.
That's a good gag.
Yeah. So I just remember that because we're talking about commentators.
Yeah. I think I could totally see how, again, like this is one of those sort of like just what your vibe is. Like I could see if the Britt Baker promo not working for everybody.
I think it's working.
I do think it's one of those things where I really want her to succeed. And I think a lot of this is like, she was positioned as the star of the division, then all this other talent came in all at once, and she got a little lost in the shuffle. I'm glad that they figured out a way to pivot with her and find a different direction. So I'm gonna kind of like, again, this is like the Dark Order stuff, like the Nightmare Collective thing. I'm gonna go with this and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm Last week I was pretty skeptical. This week,
absolutely,
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So Lexi is no longer in this because Hangman is now the interviewer.
Right. Yeah. You don't even notice her back there, right in the background.
So Young Bucks, they remember the Dark Order.
They do.
I like that they pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't just forgotten about the time they got beat up.
No.
But the nameplates bit.
Hangman revealing that everybody has nameplates.
Yeah, just in case.
Here, you guys might need these someday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Hangman.
And look at Kenny's face.
He's so uncomfortable.
Also, good use of Kenny this week in general.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in, throws big knee. Yeah. You know, like good use of Kenny.
Yeah. He's in these segments. He's very much like, it's like he reminds me of like Brad Pitt a little bit. And this sounds like a weird comparison.
Okay.
So when Brad Pitt is the lead in a film, and I'm only meaning this in like backstage segments, when Brad Pitt's the lead in a movie, those movies are generally not that great. But when he's like the setup guy or the other guy, he's incredible.
Oh, it's like Oceans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, as Rusty in Oceans. Mwah.
Wonderful. I think Kenny, even though I still think he
takes more of a pivotal role in the second one, which is the worst one.
I think Kenny as your he can still be your ace, and he should be the guy that you build the company around eventually. But with the segments backstage, I think he helps as the other guy.
Yeah.
As a supporting character.
So this is apropos of nothing.
Okay.
But okay. Let's say February 29th, Jon Moxley beats Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Let's say that happens.
I would be shocked. Or would I? Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
We're starting to... Because I'm just like... There was like someone saying it's just like Chris Jericho's peaking right now.
Mm.
And what do you do when someone peaks? You're just like
yeah. You don't want to miss the peak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You take it off when the time's right.
Yeah. That's a tough decision.
It's a very difficult one. But what do you go to next? Do you go back to Mox Omega? Or are you gonna do Mox Pac? Or do we need to have like who's your next big singles guy? Because we've seen Kenny and Mox a lot. Now we're seeing like Mox and Jericho a lot.
Right.
And Pac's being like bouncing between all of them.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that's why this whole time I've been thinking to myself that Jericho has to hold this belt for a year. But once we get past this Mox feud, I start looking around and I'm just like, we've kind of seen, other than Jericho Pac, but they're both heels, we've kind of seen all the major matchups.
Do you think we're gonna get Marty?
I mean,
that's the thing. Marty's working wherever he wants right now. He was at New Japan a few days ago.
Yes, and they've got that lever to pull in any time. I almost wonder if it's
without challenger in danger, pull lever, get Marty.
Absolutely, but no, they could also do the thing that they've been threatening to do for a while, and they've already got the feud to do it cooking. Is you shift the focus of the company to the tag division, and Jericho takes a step back. He's still the champion. He defends against your mid and upper mid card guys for a while.
They just took the belts off of Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian. Maybe they're just gonna be like, hey, let's try the Scorpio thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they could go back to that. You know, you got Darby kind of. You've got kind of like Hangman and Darby, and then like a little bit below you've got like Scorpio kind of hanging out as your guys.
Yes.
Like Scorpio, I don't think has had that. Like he needs a breakout singles feud before.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe he can be the guy who gets Hangman back on the path. Like
that'd be pretty cool.
But I'm just like, who's your next guy? And I'm just like, if it's not Kenny Omega, then who the fuck is it? Because I really feel like it's just like we need main event Kenny.
Well, but that's the thing
but it turns out we don't because they're still getting great ratings and they got renewed without main event Kenny.
Well, and in the meantime, I think until they figure out who the next guy is to challenge Jericho, it's going to be this elite feud that carries the company.
Yeah, I'm very interested because I feel like it has to be Bucks and them, right? At the pay-per-view?
They maybe not.
Or would they hold it for Double or Nothing?
They might hold that up for Double or Nothing.
Fucking God! Like, well, at least we'll be there.
I think.
Like,
But I think we might get Kenny and Pac at the pay-per-view.
I'm cool.
Which would piss off Hangman.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of cool to have that again.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see it.
What if Kenny has to do both and he has to decide which is first?
Yeah,
there's a lot of options, and cool.
I could totally see Darby as being an unlikely ally for Mox and isolating the inner circle from Jericho and allowing Mox to actually have a clean match. That could be one of the ways to go.
Yeah. Also, we're coming up on free agency for we forgot
Luke Harper.
We forgot about Luke Harper, and we forgot about the Revival.
Is Luke Harper a guy that you can just bring in as a main eventer
I don't think so, but maybe they'll just try.
Yeah?
But that's very Impact Wrestling.
That's true.
Actually, no, it's not Impact Wrestling. That's very TNA Wrestling.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. You can do the same thing with the Revival, and I don't think it's not their fault, but like, there's been a concerted effort to de-push those guys to the point where they are just like
they're not on TV anymore.
Well,
they're not there.
And the last time we saw them, their gimmick was like they fall down a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. There might be a lot of damage down there. Need to be rebuilt.
Yeah, hey, I'm glad to have the options there.
Absolutely.
I just don't know where they're gonna go after this pay-per-view.
It's exciting though.
Yeah. So, SCU Hybrid 2.
I wish Joaquin was here for this.
Yeah.
He's on assignment.
Yeah. That poor guy.
Yeah, I know.
Come back, Joaquin. You work too much, buddy.
Yeah, seriously. So we have a Kobe tribute, which was very nice. You could tell it was really emotional for Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
They, again, on commentary, putting over Scorpio as the potential breakout star of SCU.
Yeah.
Prime for a solo run.
Yep. They have a really solid match. Doesn't quite hit that third gear.
Nope, I don't think it has to. It's like 3/4 of the way through the show. We don't really need to have a banger here.
For me, what was really fresh about this match, is, I mean, we've been so programmed by WWE. Why didn't the tag teams just have another rematch tonight?
Right. They do mention they've earned a rematch.
Yeah, there is a rematch clause in AEW that was kind of revealed here, but it's not just like you get that immediate rematch where you're just like, good lord, I just like paid to see that yesterday.
Right.
Or in the case of AEW, you just got it on TV because you get title matches on TV. And real matches.
Yeah.
But never hit that third gear. But I thought it was great for SCU to kind of come back. No promo. Like, because I was just like, how did SCU deal with this?
Right.
Like, I think I cut a promo about it. It's just like, it wasn't our night, or they're frustrated or something like that. No, they came out and they won a match.
Yeah. They had a very minor promo during the commercial break.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not, for... Yeah. I don't know if that's considered canon.
Killer Cross is out there, but I think he is WWE bound.
That's what I thought I heard. And yeah, I think Luke Harper was going to work New Japan, but I think he might get one of those new Mox deals where he can do a little bit of
Jericho
both.
deal.
Yeah, but I don't. Again, Killer Cross is another guy. Like I like Killer Cross's work. Can Killer Cross come in and be
an immediate main eventer?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Brian Cage on the horizon too.
That's we'll see how legitimate the injury is.
Yeah, there's like a lot of good stuff going on. But this match here, again, I love Jack Evans and Angelico.
And Angelico's little shimmy thing he does gets me every time.
Their gear is fucking horrific this week. The skeleton gear, good
horrifically
God.
Great.
It's so rough, dude. It's so rough.
Oh, hybrid! I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
La Parka 2 tribute outfit.
Oh, if that was a La Parka 2 tribute outfit, then it's fucking awesome.
Amazing.
Because it's been a rough time for wrestlers, man.
It has, yeah.
Rough time for sports.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Hybrid 2, delights.
Yeah. They're a team that their moveset's so exciting. They have a unique look. They have attitude. I think they can just, obviously not forever, but they can lose a bunch and still be someone you want to look forward to seeing. I
wonder if we're going to start getting a couple gimmick matches coming up soon. Because I'm glad that they're not doing these gimmicks for the sake of gimmicks.
Yeah.
But I feel like, if you want to have a big clusterfuck ladder match, I mean, Hybrid 2 are going to crush it there.
That's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. So, they're still going after Chris Daniels.
I was surprised. I thought we put this to bed.
No, they're working multiple angles, man.
Yeah.
It's but so he's going to go, the Exalted One is unhappy with Chris Daniels, and they're going to go after the ones that he loves. I guess they're going to go after SCU.
And his family.
Yeah.
He was pissed at that when they said his family.
He was pissed, and that was great.
Yeah.
I love that CD's getting some focus here,
yes.
because I'm a big Christopher Daniels mark going back years and years and years and years.
Yep. There's a real chance that the Exalted One is Chris Daniels.
I think so.
I think that's on the table.
Or
I think Matt Hardy would be really cool, and I think a debut would be really cool, but thematically it could be very interesting, especially because he is the head of talent relations.
Yeah.
If you want to give it that sort of real world paintbrush, it would make sense for him to be invested in some of the guys who maybe are losing a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. The dance was different for La Parka too. I'm oblivious. I'm oblivious.
My culp on that one. I missed. Yeah. Shit.
But yeah, this is a really interesting angle. The Dark Order thing is working. Thank God.
Yeah, absolutely.
God. It's really working. I'm very excited to see where this goes. And are we going to get our Exalted One at the pay-per-view? Maybe.
I think that's. I was gonna say I think it's a little early, but with AEW,
we got a month, dude.
Yeah, well, not just that, but like sometimes they wait, sometimes they don't give a fuck. And
sometimes they just do it next week.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Yeah.
Cody will be in the segment. There'll be everybody in that segment.
Yep, we'll see.
Because like the voice has been reportedly Raven at one point.
That's what people have said. That's what the internet detective said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when have they ever been wrong?
Yeah. The internet's always right.
Yeah. Especially Reddit.
Reddit's never
wrong.
Yeah. So great. Love this segment.
Yeah.
Love how it looks. I love. They're so smart, like taking like Alex Reynolds and John Silver and just like making them into these like Dark Order.
They're the perfect example of what you can do when you join Dark Order. You get elevated.
Yeah, and guess what? When they split away, let's say like something like an All In, the pop.
It'd be great.
The pop.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, good timing from Evil Uno with the snap. Like they've got that character down.
Yeah,
yeah, and Stu.
So many great interview segments this week.
This was so different.
Once again, I don't miss the extra matches that they were shoving into the
right.
show.
That's exactly
not
right.
at
I was
all.
Gonna say
this is a right balance.
I prefer this to one more match that we don't. That doesn't like we can just put on Dark or make a bonus match that we won't watch.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll try and watch them next week. I just keep on their YouTube channel's a mess. They keep on reposting all episodes of Dark.
It's fucking infuriating. That's a whole other I can do an hour on AEW's YouTube strategy, which is also like I've been subscribed to them now for months, and I'm every week I'm like I'm gonna have to unsubscribe because they just are constantly pushing all these fucking clips and it's too much. You're just my whole feed.
Yeah, but you know what? You get to hear Bret Hart's AEW theme now.
Well, thank God for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this promo where Pac accidentally stumbles onto the set of Elephant Man? Right, comes down the stairs.
He's about to interrogate a monkey.
Yes.
This is fucking great. I love this.
This was so cool.
Their promos are so different, and there's such a mix as well. So you've got like kind of shot like slightly fancier camera sports style for the Dark Order this week. Then you've got this outdoor bit here.
Yeah.
You've got your theatrical with MJF. You've got Britt on the ramp. You've got Mox in the ring.
Yep.
Just you're not giving me a chance to be bored, but you're also not inundating me with stuff.
Yeah. Well, and because the guys get to cut their own promos, like they've got a vested interest in trying to logically explain everything that their character does, whether it's wins or losses. So like, we don't want to always attack WWE, but like this is a detail that would not have been in a WWE promo because the writers aren't as invested in the character as Pac is in himself. Pac says, referring to the match against Moxley, because it was on a boat, a moving vessel is no place for competition.
Yeah.
He's implying that the boat screwed him up.
Yeah.
It's like that's great.
His like fake barfing over Kenny Omega.
Yes.
His gagging over Kenny Omega. So, but what do you think is next for Pac after this promo?
So he says he's going to be at the show next week looking for blood. So we're all to assume that he's going to go after Omega. I almost wonder if it's going to be some kind of swerve.
Yeah.
You go after somebody else that is close to Omega. But he already has his attention, so maybe it is just, I'm going to attack Kenny.
Yeah. Maybe he goes for Hangman.
That could be interesting.
Because Hangman and Pac have such a huge history.
Well, and once again, Hangman is sort of hurt by something that has nothing to do with him, but is related to the Elite, which he doesn't want to be a part of.
Yeah. Great promo. A lot of options coming out of this.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
It's cool stuff.
And I just put this...
Okay. I'm so glad that you put this
I just put this out there.
Yeah.
Magical Girl is back, and apparently with her music.
Holy shit. Chat, did you guys
I'm
mark
ready.
out as hard as I did?
I am ready for the return of Yuka Sakazaki. She is definitely losing to Britt Baker.
Yeah.
And that breaks my heart.
Let's fucking go.
But... God, how dare you do this to Yuka Sakazaki?
I couldn't believe they were playing that music. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm the Magical Girl returns.
I hope she's full time for AEW at some point.
Same,
because she's fantastic.
I think she's my favorite wrestler in this division.
She's one of my favorite wrestlers in the company.
Yeah, I mean,
limited appearances, of course.
That's true. Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah.
Glad to see Yuka back.
Very excited.
One of my favorites. But yeah, I just had to pop that in there. But it's main event time. Again, full entrances.
Mm-hmm.
Big main event intro.
Mm-hmm.
They got full 15 minutes.
They did.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's how a main event should be, even if it is a big 6-man tag.
And they structured it in a way that it makes everybody look good.
Yeah.
Especially they know how to deploy that Judas effect so well, where Private Party and Darby Allin can basically control most of this match and still lose because
they still have Jericho scooting into the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny. So Yuka was gone for so long because she doesn't have a full-time deal with AEW. She's been working at TJP, right?
TJP, yeah.
Yeah, which is a great promotion. Tokyo Joshi Pro. Check it out.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's the magical girl.
Yeah. And yeah, TJP is the main promotion that AEW works with in Japan.
Yeah, because they're related to DDT.
Well, so things are getting crazy.
Oh, is that right?
The president of DDT is now president of Noah.
Oh.
And DDT and Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Interesting. Are we getting some consolidation in Japan? For
Noah is going to be on the DDT streaming service, and they will have a Noah match at the Peter Pan World, like their big, their big dome-ish type show.
You know, if they can also strike a deal with All Japan, that becomes like a service that I might need to get.
Yeah,
like,
All Japan Wrestle 1, kind of pop them all in together.
Absolutely.
But you know, Noah being in there would potentially complicate relationships if there is going to be an AEW New Japan thing. But I'm very curious as to how that goes because, you know, if we could get some Noah guys like over, you know, for some like, you know, some special exhibition matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I do miss a little bit of that big fight feel.
Yeah.
Like week to week. Just from like having like a really strong like singles like main event. But I mean, if that's like, we get them on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely.
But since there's such big gaps, it's just like I kind of want to. I miss like.
We get them every once in a while, which is fine.
But maybe some Noah guys can provide that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Fun. Yeah. This match super fun. Just like bits that I liked. Mark Quinn's like Paul London-esque like drop salt. Isaiah Cassidy's shoes.
Amazing. Yeah.
Great shoes.
Darby Allin's like Cloverfield cover, the pin move. He's really interesting.
He is unreal.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. Santana Ortiz didn't get as much time to shine.
I mean, they got some of their spots, and they did like the stalling verticals. With Jericho playing along. Santana did his, or Ortiz did his like Luigi spot, which I always enjoy. Yeah,
there's some really fun stuff in here, but I mean the big takeaway for me is just like the right people had to win.
Yes.
Like I'm just like, I think Proud and Powerful needed to win more than Jericho did, and maybe we could have had like a little bit more of that, but maybe they'll get a big win next week in this gigantic 8-man tag.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I do think Private Party need to go on a bit of a losing streak.
Yeah, it's like
not even for story reasons. I just think they need to like be in a bunch of matches, which means they need to lose a bunch of matches. To get better. Yeah, I like them a lot. I always feel like the last few weeks, as there hasn't been as much time for them to prepare these things. They're not wrestling like, you know, like the Young Bucks. It does feel a little bit like they're trying to rush through their stuff as opposed to putting in a good match. Yeah, I like all their bits. Oh yeah, Lance Archer as well. He's looking for that big last contract, pretty much. You know, that could be pretty cool.
There's a lot of options.
I could see that being somebody that like Mox brings in as backup, as in like, you know, it's like we wrestled in Japan to the death, and now we respect each other.
What if it's like you take like an Archer and you take like a Harper and you take like a Mox?
A Haas stable?
Yes, scary Haas boys.
I love that.
Death Riders. But don't tease me with Shooter.
Oh, yeah.
My boy.
Shota.
Well, he recruited a guy in the UK division, I think.
Is that where he's doing his excursions?
Rift Pro, yeah. So he's tagging with another dude as Death Riders. He recruited him.
That's cool. That's very cool.
But I wonder if Papa Mox will accept him into the fold.
We shall see.
Really fun main event.
Absolutely.
Like, this show as a whole, just a delight.
Yeah.
But this shot.
Really cool stuff. I wish you couldn't hear the, I don't know if you noticed this, the referee screaming 30 seconds left.
No, I didn't hear that.
Ready to pose.
I hear that.
Like making sure that he's getting into the spot.
Yeah.
Like, all right, yeah. I mean, look, nobody's perfect.
Po body's nerfed indeed.
So you got Big Brother Moxley saving little brother Darby Allin.
Yeah, they've got begrudging respect for each other.
Maybe he'll give him some Judas Priest tapes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, man, poor Isaiah Cassidy. That Judas effect was just like
gnarly.
Snug. How does Jericho get a back elbow over as a finish? By fucking killing you.
Actually,
with a
back elbowing people.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Johnny, I'm glad you like my fantasy booking. The Archer Mox Harper.
So it's funny, this felt, again, like we said, there was sort of like the go-home segment at the top of the show, and we have yet another kind of like...
Yeah, this was the big AEW beatdown. The skateboard stuff was really fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much stuff. I just don't know why those goons were there at the start of the show.
That's a good question.
I don't know what their purpose was, and maybe they didn't have one. Maybe it's just like another little AEW, just like, we put too much stuff in again.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, they called an audible. But what I really like about this segment is that, so I've been watching a lot of old WCW because I like to watch that stuff and
that's your
perspective.
Jam.
Yeah,
that's your jam.
And the one thing that I noticed, like, you know, with like 20 years of hindsight, is it was cool in the moment because it was different. But boy, like ending like was it World War III '97? I want to say I watched where Scott Hall wins.
Yeah.
There's like literally 15 minutes after the match of just the NWO beating people down.
Yeah.
No good guys win. There's no happy ending. They leave you with nothing.
I mean that's just like how it ended anyway. They like the NWO kind of implodes, but at the end of the day, they leave you with nothing. You get like the big DDP moment, and you get the big Sting moment, but then the NWO just kind of like sticks around a little too long and then peters out, and then they just disappear it.
Absolutely. And so that's what I'm saying. So I like that AEW seems to have learned those lessons. So we do have these big heel beatdowns, but they always know how to bring you back and leave you happy at the end.
Yeah. Well, they
give you some hope.
They didn't for a while, like that big Dark Order beatdown that people were just like, why?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But they learned. They learned. This is a month later.
It wasn't gratuitous either, though. It didn't go on and on and on and on. Yeah.
Oh, and Director Stephanie, thank you so much for the follow.
Oh, fantastic. Very nice.
Really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, good stuff.
But yeah, this was just a hell of a show.
Yeah.
This is like, they're getting really consistent.
Yes. They do a good job of telling their long-term stories, but also each episode has a self-contained story.
Yeah, they have like a through line. You start it off, you finish it.
Yeah.
Man, that skateboard beatdown was crazy though. Like the throat thing and like the.
Or the best part was Sammy Guevara saying that he wants to be the one to hit him with the skateboard.
And they hug.
They hug. Oh my god.
I was almost just like, he's just gonna duck and he's gonna hit this friend with a skateboard by accident.
Yeah.
But the fact they didn't, because they don't just have to do that.
Right.
Like it's just like
they don't try to trick you.
Yeah, they try to trick me all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cassidy is just being like landing on his head. It's being crazy.
Yeah, that was a gnarly DDT.
Yeah. What a really fun show.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great time.
I also had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts for the show this week?
Do
you have any big ideas?
Yeah, Joaquin's more of Joaquin's gimmick.
We missed you, buddy. Come back.
What was your favorite match of the night? Because it's funny. This was not a match-heavy night, so I think it's actually a conversation to have. It's like my favorite moment of the night was the Hangman hold my beer lariat, but actual match.
It was Cody and Sabian, or the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks Butcher and the Blade.
Yeah.
And they were both, I think, kind of equal in like the same way. I think Hybrid 2 and SCU was like a little slower, more time. I think the main event was fun, but a little uneven.
I always like Big Swole's character work.
Yeah, this was a very consistent show.
Yes.
Which is great, but no gigantic standout.
Right.
But you know what? This is allowed to be an in-between. I feel like next week it is going to be like, it's the pedal to the metal. Yeah. Like, if we want to talk about ratings, because we don't usually talk about ratings, but they mentioned in the chat. So it's like, do you think they'll drop down a little bit this week? It's after the Rumble, and all the big NXT guys got big spots in the Rumble.
It's tough to say. We don't usually get too much into the ratings. I would like to think that the number will build because of how consistent the show has been.
Yeah, it just seems like they're trading the same viewers right now, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think this is a show that, like, I mean, and maybe we're biased because we watch every week because we already love it, but like, I think you are rewarding your viewer for following along with the stories and watching every week, and I think that's something that can grow an audience.
This is the least punishing wrestling show to watch.
Absolutely.
And some of the earlier episodes were exhausting because they were just like putting everything in them.
Yes.
Now, like, I'm just settling into it. It's just like, this is a nice way to spend an afternoon.
Yeah.
You know? Because it is the afternoon for me. I watch this thing at like 5 p.m.
Well, there's just like less cringy stuff. Like, even like for example, like, I love NWA Power, and it's only an hour long. It's really easy to watch. But at the same time, like, I have a much easier time convincing my tag team partner of watching this show than I am that show, because there's at least two or three segments in an hour show on Power where you're like,
yeah, and like maybe things a little bit too long, and then everybody looks like they work at a gas station.
Sure. Yeah.
Not to say this is a problem. I'm working at a gas station. I'm just saying
the look,
the Hollywood perspective of a person who works at a gas station in the South and says, "What are you doing around here?" That's what the entire cast of NWA Power
and the crowd,
except for Aaron Stevens, who the shooter Aaron Stevens is like a delightful character.
Very good character.
But this is not watching NWA Power.
That's true. But Cody Sabian's my pick. Agreeing with what we're seeing in chat here. I'm gonna go Cody Sabian.
Big character thing.
Shout out to Big Swole though. I like her so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks Butcher and the Blade. I think Butcher and the Blade are. Maybe their losing days are coming to an end.
We'll see.
I feel like they got to rally.
Maybe they'll get a little more Skrilla from MJF and step up their game.
Yeah, I'm just excited for Dark to go to TV. I'm excited. I'm excited for like a lot of things for the future of this promotion. Will again getting back to the ratings? Yeah, I feel like there could be a drop this week. They're kind of settling into a groove.
Yeah.
No big debuts. Nothing crazy happened. But it's such a good, consistent show. I really do think it'll build. I agree with you on that. But last week they did win every single segment.
That's true. The highest rated segment was it the Britt Baker segment, right?
The women's segments are consistently the highest rated. Rio
and Jericho are the only non losers, right, in the company, I think.
Exactly. Like they always go up for them. So it's like I'm very excited for the future going forward. I think that about brings us to the end of the show.
I think we're at the end.
It was a breathless episode of watching the Elite live this week.
Breathless episode of AEW Dynamite.
Yeah. It's really fun.
Should we go full screen again and say goodbye?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Yeah, thank you everybody so much for joining us again.
Thank you so much.
This has been so fun. I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything next week.
Yeah, we'll probably be around.
Yeah, hopefully Joaquin will be back.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all the chatter in the chat.
Yeah, Johnny, Emperor.
That's why we do this show. We want to be able to hear what you all have to say. Daniel. It makes it easier for us because then we don't have to talk so much.
Yeah, and then Director Stephanie, thanks for the follow.
Yes.
Everybody, always feel free to chime in. That's what we want to have on the show. Just start your own discussion, and then we'll join in with you.
That's actually also an option. You don't even need us.
Yeah. But thank you so much for watching. And yes, if you go on YouTube, search for Watching the Elite Live, like and subscribe. We thoroughly appreciate that. We have our other show, This Is Awesome.
I'm
Awesome Temple Podcast. There's only podcast that asks what makes a great wrestling match and why.
There you go.
I got a little
tongue you got that.
Tried to do it fast.
Yeah.
We have a great new episode out with Jeff Trammell, great writer for Cartoon Network, Craig of the Creek.
Yeah.
Really great show. Y'all should check it out.
LCO versus Miyakawa and Watanabe. Fantastic match from All Japan Women's.
Yeah, we're just watching some hard-hitting 90s Joshi stuff.
Yeah.
So This Is Awesome, / Watching the Elite on iTunes. 5 stars. We're thoroughly appreciated.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to go play some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's the ultimate life and death fight.
He's going to get some chicken. That's right?
Yeah, that's the thing that we get.
All right.
Yep. A real Fortnite.
I love...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. This has been awesome. And
we will try to be back next week.
Yeah, we always try.
We always try.
But will we succeed? That's up to... Well, I was about to say it's up to you, but it's really...
It's up to us.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.